This is Twit.
This episode is brought to you by Gazelle, the online marketplace for buying and selling used gadgets. Shop from a variety of certified, pre-owned electronics or trade one in for cash. Give a new life to a used device. Visit Gazelle.com today. Welcome to iFive for the iPhone, episode 169. iFive covers the latest iPhone apps, tips and tricks, and of course some news. I'm Megan Morrone. Let's get started. Number one is Smart Replies for Inbox for Google. If you have an Apple Watch, you've probably had a chance to try out Smart Replies, the feature that looks at your text messages and suggests auto responses for you. I discovered this on my Apple Watch last summer when I got a text from my sister asking if she should wear flip-flops or sneakers on our trip to the beach. In addition to these stock replies like yes and no and I'll call you later, my Apple Watch also suggested flip-flops and sneakers as an option. Smart Replies can be incredibly useful, and now you can use a similar feature in Inbox for Google, the mail app for your iPhone, even if you don't have an Apple Watch. Google also calls this feature Smart Replies, and because it's based on Google's wealth of data and creepily accurate machine learning algorithms, it just keeps getting smarter so you can keep getting dumber, or you can use the time to focus on other tasks that make you smarter. The responses are accurate even if they are relentlessly cheerful. There's a lot of exclamation points, and that sounds great! But let's be honest, that's what a lot of our emails consist of. Google knows that, and it uses the DeepMind neural networks to suggest replies that we most often use. And personally, I think that responding with one of these semi-customized auto replies is better than the alternative, which is not responding at all. Number two is a few earbud tricks. If you use the earbuds that came with your iPhone, or even if you use another pair of earbuds with an inline mic and a play button, here are some tips for you. You probably already know that you can use the earbuds to take a picture, set up your camera, and press the center button. But did you know that you can also press and hold the center button on the earbuds to summon Siri? And if you're in YouTube or Apple Music, the center button will play a video or start your song or music in Apple Music or other music streaming apps. Press the center button again to pause the video or the music. To fast forward, press the center button twice and hold it down the second time. To skip the song, press twice but don't hold down the button. To rewind, hold it down 3 times and then hold it down the third time. To skip to the previous track, press it 3 times but don't hold it down the third time. Number 3 is YouTube Music. YouTube launched a new music app last week, including a paid subscription option. But this is not as straightforward as it first sounds. Classic Google. The YouTube Music app is free on iOS and Android and contains the same sort of ad-supported videos you can now get on YouTube, the site or the app. However, if you subscribe to YouTube Red, YouTube's new subscription service for music and all the rest of the videos out there, you also get access to the YouTube Music subscription. Now, if you already subscribe to Google Play Music, you will also get the YouTube Music subscription for free. Now, if all of this confuses you, you are not alone. YouTube Music is like YouTube, but it's an app and just for music, and it's free, but you can subscribe for $9.99 per month or $12.99 per month if you purchase through the iOS app. Also, if you already have subscribed to Google Play Music, you're automatically subscribed to YouTube Music. The subscription version of YouTube Music strips out the ads, allows you to listen offline, and lets you choose between audio and video versions of the music. Also, YouTube Music is only available in the US for now. Right now, if you try YouTube Music, you'll get a subscription to YouTube Red for free for 14 days. Here's the thing. As adults, we spend a lot of time wondering if we're going to choose between Spotify or Apple Music or some other music streaming service, but a lot of kids just choose YouTube. They don't care about the ads. Now, even if the payment structure for the new service is confusing, it really has the ability to blow away the competition. Since YouTube is owned by Google, the search is stellar. I've spent a lot of time with Apple Music and I want it to be great, but it just is not yet. Spotify is still better, but the interface is lacking and there's still some music that it just doesn't have. I haven't experienced that as I've used YouTube Music for the past week. It's just so much better for finding the albums and music that you want. But if you want to make a playlist, you're going to have to use one of the other apps. This episode is brought to you by Gazelle, the trusted online marketplace for buying and selling used electronics. Trade in your old device for cash, buy a certified pre-owned one, or you can do both. For trade-ins, simply visit Gazelle.com, find your device, and get an instant quote. Shipping is free and payment is fast. If you're looking to buy a certified pre-owned device, Gazelle has a variety of iPhones, iPads, and Samsung Galaxy phones to choose from. Each device is fully inspected, backed by a 30-day return policy, and sold without a carrier contract. Go to gazelle.com, see what your old device is worth, and check out the selections of certified pre-owned devices today. All devices have been put through a rigorous 30-point inspection process, ensuring that they are in perfect working order. Devices available for support by major carriers like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Give new life to your used electronics. Trade in for cash or buy certified pre-owned. Visit gazelle.com today. And now for a new segment I'm calling Staff Picks, wherein I rely on the kindness of my coworkers to give me suggestions for their favorite apps. This might sound like I'm lazy, and maybe that is a little bit true, but if I were truly lazy, I'd just grab the editor's picks off the App Store and call it a day. But my coworkers are smart and geeky like you all are, and maybe they're more like you than I am, so this way you'll get a wider range of recommendations. So number 4 is our first recommendation, and it comes from the amazing producer and guest booker Tanya Hall. Tanya recommends Weather Radio by Weather Decision Technologies. Tanya says, Weather Radio provides me with severe weather notifications for my family members' locations. My parents and my 97-year-old grandmother live in Tornado Alley. Most weather apps just repeat the National Weather Service watches and warnings. Those cover very broad areas. Weather Radio uses a different technology that brings me updates down to the neighborhood or street level. Weather Radio costs $4.99 in the App Store with in-app purchases like the Lightning subscription that will notify you when lightning enters the vicinity of your saved and current locations, and it will tell you when the lightning leaves the area. Number 5 is another staff pick from web producer Patrick Delahanty. Patrick recommends Action Movie FX by the J.J. Abrams company Bad Robot Interactive. It lets you put special effects on your videos that you shoot with your iPhone. Now, here are a few samples of what Patrick did with the app. Action Movie FX is free for some of the effects, but they charge 99 cents in the app for 2 packs of various additional effects. If you buy some of the 99-cent Star Wars packs, Bad Robot will donate all of that money to UNICEF Kid Power on behalf of Star Wars Force for Change. Action Movie FX also contains an Apple Watch app. That does it for this episode. Thanks for watching. All of the apps, links, and other info from the show can be found at twit.tv/iFive. Email ideas, questions, or general feedback to iFive@twit.tv. I am Megan Morrone. We'll see you next week on iFive for the iPhone.
Bandwidth for iFive for the iPhone is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.